After the summer rains come, these ants get into their breeding mode, and they have a unique system of ensuring the survival of the species and all. That is, there's a queen, and then after now the males are coming out. Once a year the males are produced and the young queens are produced, females, and in the evening they all fly out of the nest. The queen, those young queens as well as the males, and then in the air they mate, and then the queen, impregnated queen, will land up somewhere, just about anywhere. Their wings and all are not designed for long flying and all, and then after that that queen, pregnant queen, then makes a little burrow in the earth and lays her eggs. So once the eggs are laid, that male's role is over. He gets eaten by something or other, and then that's the end of him. Then that queen is extremely versatile creature. That is, she has to start the colony single-handedly. She has all the resources and wherewithal needed to start something out of nothing. Nothing means she has her body only that impregnated those eggs, fertilized eggs, and then she lays the first eggs, and those eggs hatch, and then she nurses them a little bit, and once they are ready, they start the core team of the colony is established. Some 5 or 10 individuals, depending on the species, are produced, and those are usually females only, because she will be having numerous female infertile female daughters, and then they go about deepening the nest, and then preparing the getting the food for the queen. She doesn't do anything. She basically just sits there, and around her things happen. She is like the deep state of a country or an institution. So around her, those newborn daughters, they go around and create the colony. First, the inner circle is there. They go out and fetch the food and check the surrounding neighborhood and all that. Then after that, she goes on laying more and more eggs, and then those females differentiate into nurses, and then who nurse the newborn babies. Then the soldiers and the ants whose job is to go out and fetch the food, deepen the nest, clean that poop of those babies. Hygiene team. All functions one by one, they develop into teams. Slowly the colony becomes an enormous thing. And then the whole thing revolves around the queen. She is the source of fertility. She generates the new children in the thousands, sometimes lakhs depending on the species. And then the whole colony is established, and then once a year they have that breeding cycle, and those new young queens are produced, and then the drones also, those males who will go and mate, and then once again the new life starts. So these ants can't be considered as predators or anything. They are not into, I mean, they do, some of the colonies are hunting ants and all, but by and large, they are not, they can't be considered as parasites or predators as an overall, as a social entity. They are like a little city or some institution like a business and all. And this you can see replicated in the human society also. That's a big topic I'll be taking up in due course. But that is one model of nutrition gathering and survival in the animal world, where the queen starts out single-handedly. She has all the skills needed to set up an entire colony in her, and then the whole colony develops around her. She probably has enough fertilized eggs to go on laying for a long time. Some sperm sac or something is there to save that stuff. Then it's a self-contained thing. They go and do the services to the various in the whatever part of the niche they occupy in the ecosystem, and they form symbiotic relationships with some creature or other. And they are into farming. Farming ants are there. Then hunting ants are there. Then agriculture ants also there. They keep colonies of some fungi and all, which they feed with dried leaves and all, and then with that they survive. ಇನ್ನು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಪ ತನಕ ನಡೀತೀನಿ. Then so they have farming ants, they have hunting ants, then they have in the farming itself livestock also. Some of them look after those aphids and all, and the aphids they protect the aphids. The aphids suck up some nutrient from some plant. So these ants protect the aphids. Aphids suck up some nutrient and produce some sweet nectar for them. Nectar or some sweetish substance, nutritious thing. And the tree also gets protected from too many predators because the ants are there to guard it. Ants will ensure that only the chosen species of aphid will survive on that plant. Everything else is chased away. So tree also gets some benefit. So in this kind of thing, there's a three-way relationship. That aphid is the parasite actually. It sucks the nutrient from the plant. Then the ant is the keeper of those parasites. It looks after them in return for nectar. And the tree also doesn't get killed off in the process, tree or shrub or whatever. Usually, since numerous pests are not coming and sucking off its nutrients, but only one species, and because ants are protecting from other species, so between the tree host and the aphid there is a parasitic relationship. The ant itself uses those aphids as another kind of parasite, not exactly parasite, they parasitize that entire species. So they control them and put them to use. And they so There is symbiosis as well as parasitism, both are there. And I think in this kind of a situation, all three can live for quite long. The tree can go on for centuries, supporting some colonies of aphids. And then the aphid species is protected because it has some caretakers, those ants. Ants also can continue for generation after generation, millions of years in fact. They are taken care. So this is quite interesting model of parasitism and symbiosis, which doesn't result in complete killing off of the host. So these are some of my thoughts on this parasitism. But I will be covering this topic because I have now got interested in it.